Running through the last of my thoughts, standing on the edge of my time. Everything I know will be gone in a minute, and that's alright. Running through the last of my thoughts, standing on the edge of my time. Everything I know will be gone in a minute, and that's alright. Alright, 'cause I'm free. Running through the last of my thoughts, standing on the edge of my time. Everything I know will be gone in a minute, and that's alright. Running through the last of my thoughts, standing on the edge of my time. Everything I know will be gone in a minute, and that's alright. Alright, 'cause I'm free. Freer than I've ever been before. Yeah.
All right, welcome everyone to the ELO Hell group stages. In fact, coming here today, it is going to be I Toasty, joined here by R Diggy. We've got Speed Boost versus Atria here today. And R Diggy, how are you doing?
I'm doing great, man. Here from the Pacific Coast in the US of A, so had to get up a little bit early for this, but you know what? I'm here to see some good EU goodness here today. I've always loved how EU players play, so definitely excited to see what these guys can bring today.
Yeah, I mean, as a British person myself, I have a pretty good notion of how EU players play, and sometimes it's quite Papega. I'll tell you that much.
Oh, I mean,
There's a
I
lot
bring the
of
Papega. I love the Papega. Bring it all today.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, that's EU for you. I mean, there's the whole joke of like NA production, NA host, NA scrims, that kind of stuff. But like, generally, I think EU is the more disorganized region. So today will be a chaotic game to say the least.
Yes, and we are going to be broadcasting two games today. First off is this Team Speed Boost versus Atria, and then later on down the line, we will also be broadcasting another game from the rookie division as well. But these two teams, they are in the intermediate division, which means they have a 3.5 SR average between the two. So yeah, you can see it on screen right here. Later on will be Invades Coast Breakers versus Orthis, but right now focusing on these two teams in the intermediate right now.
Yeah, I mean, these are two teams that I personally have never seen before. Not sure about you or Diggy, but like you said, we're looking at a kind of, I guess, average of the Overwatch community type skill level, where it's diamondish. So we aren't looking at the top level of gameplay, but it is still going to be serviceable.
Um,
And today, sorry, go on.
I mean, you say average, they're still like way better than me. So
Yeah,
sorry.
I same here, but average for the community.
Yeah, you're totally right about that. The first map we are going to be playing on is going to be Nepal here for the first map, and then from there it's going to be a first to three series. From after control, we're going to be moving on to different game modes such as hybrid, escort, assault. But for this first map, we are going to be starting on Nepal, and I'm excited because control is always one of those game modes where you really do get to see a big variety in a lot of cases, especially with the different layouts that the maps have.
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, talking about Nepal as well, Team Speed Boost were, well, I think both these teams were asked their favorite maps in each kind of category. Team Speed Boost, their favorite control map is Lijiang or Nepal. So they are on a kind of favorite pick for them coming into this first game here. I think that might either be an advantage or, maybe if Atria can match that, then it's not as much of an advantage, but it's a favorite map. So take from that what you will.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, or Li Zhang. So this probably means to me that they do like to run a bit more, maybe like Pharah spam compositions with either Wrecking Ball or Orisa, while the other, I think, other team, the Team Atria, they like Ilios as their control map. So a bit more maybe rush dive for them. We can't really infer a whole lot just based off of the information that we're given, but that's why I'm so excited to get into game and see what these teams have to offer.
Yeah, absolutely. And just a quick go through the rosters here for each of the teams. Speed Boost are going to be fielding Lord, CF Man 29, Gremory Drago, Dona, Dirtmaster, and Void as their roster. And then below that, obviously, Atria are going to be fielding Anti, who is a name I recognize, or Ante as they want to pronounce. SpongeBob, Ryan Vader, Twisted, Roar, and Toby. So both of these teams, I mean, I recognize a couple of names there, but not too many, so not too much to go off.
I'm glad to see SpongeBob is finding some work after his show has ended. It's just love to
Oh wait,
see.
you care to enlighten me?
Yeah, I just love the SpongeBob team tag name. It's hilarious.
Yeah, absolutely. But what are you expecting to see on the poll here, Oddy?
Well, yeah, depending on what maps we see first coming off is I think Nepal, like I said, I think it's a map that heavily favors like spam composition. So I want to see some Pharah, I want to see some Wrecking Ball, maybe some BAP or Zenyatta to start things off. If we are going to be going to maybe a more closed in map like Village, you know, we might be able to see some sim TP rush with the Reinhardt and the Diva. But like I said, a lot of variety on control maps. So teams, and especially in a meta like this where there's really not like a defined set meta, teams are free to run basically whatever they want. Heck, teams might even come out and run Roadhog for all we know. I hope it happens. It's probably not, but I hope it happens.
Oh, I mean, it'd be hella funny. They're not as bound by the kind of laws of Overwatch in this kind of rank, right? You can play basically anything, and as long as you're good at it, you can get away with it. And like you said, that Roadhog could come out, but we could see some other stuff.
Oh, we are starting off in Village.
And we are starting off in Village, yeah, so closed in, like you said.
Yeah, so I'm excited to see what these teams pick here. Starting off, they probably are going to be rushing towards that high ground area that you know, the stairs lead up to, and then brawling on that high ground before dropping down to point. But that really depends on the strategy that they're going for. If you are going for more like maybe a Symmetra teleport strategy, then your objective would first be get onto point, set up your sim turrets and stuff like that, and then try to brawl on point and try to sustain through it. But alright, Team Speed Boost, you're gonna... Okay, they are gonna switch off of this. They had a funky comp kind of going on right here, but... Okay, they are gonna be switching to more of a... And both teams here actually is gonna be starting off on a Symmetra rush composition.
Yeah, absolutely, and that's, I think, standard for this map, as you see SpongeBob go over to the Cowboy now, so a bit of an interesting swap there. So you're going to be going to the poke against the Symmetra, which is going to be quite difficult here. As Speed Boost, they're already in on the point, they have the opportunity to kind of set up with these Symmetra turrets, and potentially put some damage in. It looks like a rotation coming through here, actually, from H, they're going to go around the other side, walking through to catch anything there for CF, man. Instead, it's going to try and get the neutral freeze coming through. A lot of damage, actually, onto Ryan Vader and Anti, who have to just get out of there as quickly as possible. And Mentality Field actually invested by both squads, so they're just going ham at each other. But Gremory's coming up close towards this shatter, and it could be huge, but they get walled off there. Ante is going to get taken out, but that trade comes through the Cowboy, hitting the shot onto Void. And why not? Just let a slam loose from Ryan Vader. And it looks like HO will get clear after the initial cap and Speed Boost.
Yes, Team Speed Boost got the initial, you know, control of the point, but I think it was really the wall from Ante and then the window from Toby. He built that ultimate up really quickly. Void's only at 85%, so Toby was putting in some serious healing for his team, so he got the window up, managed to get that window down and put in some damage. But now we're going to be once again brawling on the point here. Nice wall from the CF man.
Oh, and what a slam coming through there. Gremory gets 3 down to the ground. Ante is going to be the first one to fall yet again in this team fight. Speed Boost, they're happy to just follow up on that. Some Ryan swings will do the trick. And they'll get control straight back here.
Yeah, gotta appreciate... this stagger is hard to watch. Please, let him let him play the game. But yeah, always appreciated to see a good slam, a Reinhardt slam. That's such a hard ultimate to get value out of nowadays. But you know, if you guys are in the right type of you know, team environment, then Shatter is such a massive ultimate, especially at the start of a team fight like that. And now they're going to be brawling on the high ground again. Looks like Team Speed Boost is not going to let Aitra easy off here.
Yeah, that is a brilliant wall coming through, as well as a blizzard that follows up from it, as well as a slam. So a ton of ultimates being invested here by Speed Boost, and they use the bomb as well. That's 4, I believe 5 invested here by Speed Boost. And, well, I mean, they're in one-fight territory, but all they have for this next fight is a Symmetra wall.
Yeah, the thing about using all your ultimates is usually you want to let the team fights last, or, you know, they want to end the team fight as soon as possible. But yeah, that allows for, you know, ultimates to be built up on Atria's side, and not a whole lot for Team Speed Boost here. They could use this Symmetra wall to try to mitigate some damage, but if you have a composition like this, you're not going to be mitigating a whole lot. Alright, they are going to be
might be able to catch the Diva out here, actually. They go for the blizzard, but gets eaten up. Donor, brilliant reaction time there. Ryan Vader will try and go for a Hail Mary shatter, but it just doesn't land onto anything, and SpongeBob will end up falling. Speed Boost, they still have the tempo to try and get in here onto the enemy Reinhardt. Ryan Vader just wants to try and stay